against the San Diego Padres. Yes, a couple of welcomes. The Reds of Dusty Baker, they come in 6-3. The only Central Division team with a winning record. They won that division last year with 91 wins, one more than the Padres in the West. And we also welcome right-hander Matt Latos.
It's good to see Matt Latos because a very integral part of the San Diego Padres rotation, and hopefully the young 23-year-old is really on his game like he was last year. Remember the one hitter? Oh, the Padres were so close to making history. Why was Matt so effective? The slider down and into the lefties, the two-seamer, and then he would go up the ladder. He really made strides, and this grounder off the wrist. Chase Headley, how close? Safe at first base. It was a one-hitter. If Matt can maintain that location after coming off the DL and the breaking ball, hopefully he continues to put up numbers like this since he's off the DL.
Tony, he had a record-setting run, 15 games where he allowed 2 runs or less, but he finished with 5 straight losses. What do you think?
Well, the numbers are good, but this team that he's facing tonight in the Cincinnati Reds, they were the Triple Crown runners last year. Batting average, home runs, RBIs led by Votto and Phillips. This is a really good hitting offensive club that he's facing tonight, and he's going to have to be sharp.
And indeed, the Reds come in here with that same kind of hitting. They're second only to the Philadelphia Phils. They're hitting as a team well over 300, and Votto's teasing a 500 average as we start tonight. Let's look at our starting pitchers in this opener of 3. Dusty Baker sends out Edinson Volquez. He is in his 3rd start of the season. He has a 1-0 record, but the ERA a bit high. And Matt Latos, how sharp will he be? In the words of his teammates, he's really amped up, maybe too much. Pitching matchup brought to you by Discount Tire, where America saves on tires. Reds and Padres coming up. To beautiful Petco Park, and we're set for the first of 3 tonight, tomorrow night, and a Wednesday afternoon game. And Matt Latos, welcome back to action after the shoulder injury in spring training, and then he had some trial bullpen throws and worked some rehab games and set to go, and hoping he could match the brilliant season he had a year ago. And our pitcher profile is brought to you by your San Diego County Cadillac dealer. Stop in. You can go tonight for attractive lease and purchase offers. Umpires and the 2 managers still going over the ground rules around home plate, and Latos and the Padres introduced prematurely, so they've been out standing around. Latos wants to get that first warm-up throw on the way. And so while we have time, here is Dusty Baker's starting lineup. Center fielder is Chris Heisey with Brandon Phillips, an all-star. and a Gold Glove. At second base, Joey Votto hitting .455 this year after a National League Most Valuable Player award a season ago. Scott Rowland, the veteran third baseman, hits cleanup. Johnny Gomes in left field. Right fielder Jay Bruce. Ramon Hernandez behind the plate, the former Padre. Paul Yanish at shortstop, and Edinson Volquez on the mound. Votto waiting his turn, batting third in the order. His 15 hits tied for the lead with Victorino of Philadelphia in the early going. Really tough out, and he played particularly well here at Petco last year.
You know, you talked about the great guys, great players that wore the Cincinnati Redleg uniforms. Joey Votto became just the fourth player in Reds history to hit at least .320 with 37 homers. He drove in 113 RBIs. That's some great company.
Good hitter. I mean, good player. I mean, really came into his own last year and has gotten off to a great start again this year. And I just, I think he's one of those guys that's going to be a really good player for a long time in this league.
Dusty Baker's Reds come in 6-3 atop the Central Division. And the Padres, with a win yesterday, are 4-4, trailing Colorado. The Rockies getting some help from the opposition again tonight. They're in New York, and the bullpen of the Mets very generous. Mets led 4-2. Now in the 8th inning, Colorado has a 7-4 lead.
You know, I just wanted to, Dick, you made a good point in the pregame show about Matt Latos being amped up. You know, this isn't like NFL football where special teams, you just start cracking helmets and you start hooting and hollering from the top of your lungs. This is one thing that Matt Latos really has to try to harness, is his emotions. You know, he can't just, leave it all out there on the first pitch. He's got to kind of pace himself and be a smart pitcher, being his first time out this year.
And this is where Nick Hundley, I'm sure, has talked to him and tried to massage his emotions.
Sure.
And ego. As we're about set to go, Latos just 23, 6'6" and 224, and Chris Heisey leads it off, the center fielder. He's 3 for 11. First pitch looked pretty good at 94, but no call from Chad Fairchild.
Well, you were talking about emotion. That will calm you down.
Yes, it will.
Hit high and deep to center field. Maben giving ground, but has room. And at the edge of the track makes the catch.
Every time I see a ball hit like that, I want to say, not here, big boy.
Padres defense now. It's brought to you by Big O Tires, the team you trust. Call 1-800-NEW-TIRE. Headley, Gonzalez on the left side. Jason Bartlett still nursing a bad back. Hudson and Hopp on the right side. Ludwig, Maben, and Venable fanned out left to right in the outfield. Hundley behind the plate, and Latos on the mound. Brandon Phillips, the second baseman. Good start for Phillips. He's hitting .389. 14 base hits, just one less than the league lead. Got that one up there, 93 miles an hour. As you pointed out, Tony Gwynn, the Cincinnati Reds last year won the Triple Crown as a team. They led all National Leaguers in scoring, batting average, and home runs. Dusty Baker, veteran at 61. He's one win shy of 250. When the Reds win that game, he'll be the 11th manager to win 250 games with 3 different major league teams. 2-1.
Nice slider from Matt Latos. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Getting extended, getting up top, and look at the break of this pitch. Down and away. Nicely done.
Now Brandon Phillips ahead in the count, looking for the heater. Got a nice little slider instead. Was way out in front.
Two and two. One would have thought with Latos' success that by now some chewing gum company would have hired him as a spokesperson. I mean, he can masticate.
I just hope it's sugarless. You don't want any dentist bills. You can work that chicle, huh?
2-2. Way outside.
Now, one thing that we noticed last year, in fact, I talked to Darren Balsley about it, mechanically speaking, from Matt Latos, when he drops the ball out of the glove, he can get violent at times, kind of like spiking that ball towards the ground out of his glove. Darren says if he is smooth out of his glove, he's smooth up top and smooth through his delivery right there. See, oh, that's the second time that Nick got his cage rattled.
Phillips just getting a piece of that to stay alive.
So you want to be a catcher, eh?
Pretty good punch.
Looks like Matt's got real good velocity tonight. I mean, he's locating his fastball. Phillips has been able to foul it off, but he hadn't been on time. He's been late.
And he misses low and away, and the Reds have a base runner. And Joey Votto up to try to get Cincinnati on the board early. Scored 12 runs already, Votto. They've walked him 8 times, and he has 15 base hits, so his on base percentage there at .548.
And even for early in the season, .548, .548, that's huge.
And he claims he's always been a slow starter. Watch out, National League. Fairchild barks out a strike call on the fastball. He's only 27 years of age, right at the prime of his career. Wouldn't you say about 27 is it for baseball?
Yeah. And, you know, he learned a lot offensively last year, and he just wants to carry it over this year. But the thing about Votto that's so impressive is, you know, to me, he reminds me of an Albert Pujols from the left-hand side. He moves the ball around. You know, isn't afraid to hit the ball the other way. Can hit the ball with power to all fields. Very patient at the plate.
He homered to left field here last year. Fooled on the off speed.
That looks like either a changeup or a backup slider. I'm going to call that a changeup at 82. So when the fastball's 93, 94, and then you drop an 82-mile-an-hour changeup, good pitch. Bad hack from Votto. That's a good sign for Matt Latos.
Two strikes the count.
Fastball in.
Got him on the inside corner. 93 miles an hour. There's some pretty pitching from Matt Latos.
And is that ever a good sign? Coming off the DL and locating the fastball right out of the gate. Nick Hundley's glove doesn't even move. That two-seamer comes back a little bit, and it gets Votto. Frozen pizza.
2 out to Scott Rowland, the veteran third baseman. He's hitting .290. Leading the Reds with 10 RBIs. That's among the early leaders in that department. Phillips has 1 stolen base this year. Six times Rowland invited to the National League All-Star team, and a Gold Glove at third as well.
Boy, kind of a delayed call from home plate umpire, huh? Is that Tim McClellan back there?
No, he's 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,000. Fairchild just goes 1,001, 1,002. Then he calls. Does get your attention, doesn't it? Like,
sure it does.
Somebody who has a mild stutter, they really draw you in because you're waiting for them to say, give you the message. 1-1.
Yeah, I just saw Matt Latos. He was on the dirt, and one of the rule changes, I believe it was either last year or the year before, so just people know, you can go to your mouth on the dirt. You just can't go to your mouth with contact with the rubber, but you have to wipe.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to ask you that.
Yeah, that happened last year.
Out in front, 1-2. Good slider.
A dandy. Good tilt. Good rotation.
That new rule with Don Drysdale and some of those Gaylord Perry would have loved that role, wouldn't they? Are you sure I'm going to wipe? Just nicked that one off the head of the bat, Roland.
Look at that velocity. 96 on the heater, up and away from Matty.
Roland working on an 8-game hitting streak. Runner goes, and Hundley hesitates, and then way too late. Phillips had a terrific break, his second steal.
That wasn't really anything Nick could do on that. Phillips got a great jump. It was a tough pitch in the dirt that he came up with, and you see he still tried to get it out, but Phillips able to easily get second base.
Remember Nick Hundley airmailed a couple balls in the center field recently? Well, he was out working today before the game with Brad Ausmus. He said he was just kind of rushing a little bit. The footwork was good. He was just working underneath the baseball. So he ironed that out before the game today.
Dodgers got a run yesterday in the first inning without the aid of a base hit, and now a walk and a stolen base, and they're in shape for a possible score now.
Look at the left-hander, Buddy Black. A little two-seamer down and away. And then Nick working on that throw, right on the money. Good form.
Buddy needs a left-hander to pitch to one guy out of the bullpen.
Still got it.
Put him on a train, a little track around behind the stadium. Dug out the bullpen. Harry Buddy Black. 2-2. Check swing foul. Third base coach Mark Berry played his high school ball at Oxnard and then went on to the University of Arkansas.
Isn't it funny, Tony, how
and over at first is Billy Hatcher, 15 years in the bigs.
You hear where guys are from, and immediately guys from baseball pop into my mind. Oxnard, Terry Pendleton. Arkansas, Darryl Ackerfelds. It's a small world. Tight-knit group.
Hey! Right in the pocket. So 2 on, 2 out. Still no base hits. But Johnny Gomes now with a chance to do some damage.
Hey, that might not be by design. It's a fastball that just gets away from Matt Latos. But you know what, though? It really can't hurt Matters. He tries to bury fastball in. It gets him in the left tricep. Part of the back. Maybe guys won't dig in as much, huh?
Not a lot of muscle to cover that area of the body.
Again, that's Mud talking over here about the pitcher's mentality. He tried to get that fastball in, and he missed. And okay, so it hit him. No problem.
Here's Johnny Gomes. Ooh, big cut.
Yeah. And I think that's his one mode, Dick. When you take a look at the swings from Gomes, he has got one thing in mind. Grip it and rip it.
Gomes, 22 at bats, but he's walked 12 times to lead the National League. Same pitch. Couple of sliders to jump ahead 2 strikes.
You don't have to throw him a strike. What do you think, T?
Yeah.
I mean, look at that pitch. It's well off the plate. It's down around the shoe tops as Nick picks it. No need to throw this guy a strike right now.
He's going to chase balls out of the zone. He's probably going to have to hit something out of the zone.
Nice. Good block by Nick. And did you see Hundley after that? That's exactly what he wanted him to do. You throw in the dirt, you're ahead 0-2, bury it, I'll stop it. There you go. That's exactly what he wanted him to do.
Yep. Johnny Gomes had chased 2 sliders previously to that pitch, and see if we can get him to chase another one here out of the zone.
Outside or inside?
Outside fastball.
Yes, sir. Welcome back, Matt Latos. A couple of strikeouts in the opening inning, and the Reds are down. Padres come to bat. Venable, Hudson, and Headley in the bottom half of the first. Edinson Volquez. He's 6 feet tall, a stocky 225. Those are his numbers for the new season. Brief as it may be, a couple of starts for him. 11 innings, 12 hits, and 7 walks. So the Padres hope he's not on his game. Back in 2008 when he debuted, he was 17-6 and really a brilliant prospect. Will Venable takes strike one. Venable 3 for 25. Figures out at 120.
You know, I kind of did my Bud Collins there, Dick, because Volquez is a guy who can throw a lot of pitches early, and the Padre hitters really have to be patient and get that pitch count up. First 2 starts of the year combined in the first inning, 74 pitches, so he can get that pitch count up there.
Randy Reddy, hitting coach, watching carefully here. Did he go around? No. 1 and 2. Is there anything that upsets I mean, there are a lot of things that upset hitters, especially trying to at least go 1 for 3. It means you're a great hitter and make out 2 out of 3. But a check swing.
Yeah, I was just going to say. I mean, Will's been scuffling here, and
there's a base hit. Serves that into left field. And Venable with a leadoff single. Padres starting lineup brought to you by Evans Tire and Service Centers, home of the free alignment. Venable, Hudson, who has reached base in every game. Headley. Ludwig hits cleanup. A little adjustment by Black in the lineup, and Hop moves to the 5 spot. Nick Hundley started the season at 8, but as a hot 440 hitter, he moves to 6. Cameron Maben, pretty good defensive replacement yesterday. 2 home run and a triple, and a couple of RBIs. Alberto Gonzalez at short and Matt Latos. Moving Chase Headley into the 3rd spot in the order for the first time in the season. Headley and Hundley have been the best of the hitters thus far, the most consistent. Target way outside, and then the pitch out.
It's smelling a stolen base right there. Will Venable. Aggressive lead over there, and the Reds decide to pitch out on the first pitch.
Venable with just 1 stolen base this year. He was the leader a season ago. There he goes. A line drive, left field, base hit. Venable sees it in front of him, keeps right on going, and there's no play. First and third on a pair of leadoff singles. Hudson now with a 7-game hitting streak.
Nice job by Orlando Hudson, too, taking a pitch up in his own, fighting it off the other way. Will Venable not breaking stride, going to third base. You see, he got a great jump on that. That ball's up and out over the plate, kind of jammed it, flips it into left field, and Venable doesn't break stride and gets to third.
And when you look at the 2 hits by the Padres, Venable and Hudson, both of them fastballs are kind of up a little bit. Volquez has not been able to use his curveball, his changeup, or his slider. He still has good arm strength. Get that fastball up around 97.
Padres have scored in every inning but the first inning this year. Here's a grand chance, first and third, and no one out to Chase Headley. Batting .269, 12 base hits to lead the team, and tied in RBIs with Nick Hundley, 7. Infield will gladly give up a run to have the chance at a double play. They're well back. And up high, ball 2.
Well, he really worked underneath that one, pitching uphill, Volquez. In his first 2 starts, again, combined his ERA 63. So a pretty good chance. Hopefully the Padres can get on the board early.
Coming back from Tommy John surgery 2 years ago. 2-0. Runner goes. The throw by Hernandez, not even close. Boy, that's a surprise move by Orlando Hudson. He saw a big opening. Volquez not considering Hudson as a base stealer. Wrong.
Yeah, Hudson with a great jump. Really, Hernandez really had no shot of throwing him out, and so Two guys in scoring position, and now the defense for the Reds kind of shifts from double play mode to more playing Headley to full here.
Third stolen base for Hudson. 3-0 the count. Strike.
See, if he keeps falling behind like this and has to rely on spotting the fastball, he does not use his secondary pitches. Padres can just look fastball and go to hacking.
Well, thus far, he hadn't shown the ability to throw anything else for a strike. So.
There's that change.
Too low. Bases loaded with no one out. And Ryan Ludwig, the hitter.
What a golden opportunity here in the first inning. You see Edinson Volquez not real happy with that last call on a 3-1 changeup. But the Padres golden opportunity here to put multiple runs on the board.
San Diego trying to deliver a few runs for young Matt Latos right off the bat. Ludwig 3 for 25. A giant home run yesterday deep into the second tier. Oh my, where'd that get him? Ludwig has been a target. That's the second or third time he's been hit this year up on the shoulder. It cost the Reds a run. Tough way to get an RBI, but Ludwig takes one for the team.
Yep. Upper back just below the just in between the fryer on his jersey and his back. And you talk about a guy being up against the ropes right now. Time for the Padres to capitalize.
Yeah, the Padres now have scored in all the innings. Since that pitch was almost identical to the spot where Scott Rowland was hit, one might think a payback, but not with the bases loaded. Here's Hop, and he takes a strike. Brad looking for his first home run as a Padre and first RBI. A couple of zeros in the power column. Bends a breaking ball, but not in the zone.
Pretty good numbers with the bases loaded, though.
Hop has 3 career grand slams. 2-1. Cut that fastball. 97 riding inside.
If he took that chain off, it'd probably be 101.
Hey, he's matching Lato's chew for chew.
Yeah.
He had a good cut of the fastball. Infield playing back.
You can see the outfield. They're playing Hop to go the opposite way because in left field, Gomes, he's playing deep.
He's playing like Hop is a pole right-handed hitter.
Exactly.
So there's some good gaps in the alleys for Brad. 2-2 the count. Change up had him out in front, but able to clip it foul. Stay alive. On deck, Nick Hundley.
Mark, you were talking about the troubles Volquez has had early in the game. I'm kind of surprised that nobody's come out to talk to him.
Good point.
Maybe they just feel like he can work himself out of it. He's been in these jams in the first inning before.
Line to center field, charged by the center fielder, and a diving catch by Heisey. And here's a long throw to the plate, not in time, 2-0. Sacrifice fly for Hop. Hudson streaks in from third. The other runners hold. Headley at second and Ludwig at first.
Looked like a fastball again, Tony.
Yeah.
Elevated just a little bit.
Tailed it back over the heart of the plate. Nice play by Heisey here. Laying out and making a diving catch.
Oh, that could have been trouble.
He misses that one.
Yeah.
That could be an inside the Parker.
Yeah.
Huh?
But Tony, you make a good point about somebody going out, you know, Hernandez, maybe a middle infielder going out to just calm him down a little bit. And, you know, there are pitchers out there that don't like to be bothered.
Right.
I don't know about Volquez. Who knows? But you know what? That's part of being an infielder or a catcher, to try to calm him down a little bit.
That average of Nick Hundley, 440, is third best in the National League, and his on base percentage at .518, also third in the league. Matt Latos enjoying the action here in the first from the Padre offense. Hundley, a second home run yesterday into the bullpen in left center. He had the home run swing but couldn't find the fastball, and here is the drive yesterday by Hundley as he now has a 7-game hitting streak. That's the way to extend it.
The pitch was down, Tony.
Yeah.
You see that? Got some good extension on it.
The guys that touched on it, he's swung the bat well here at the start of the season. And
2 on, 1 out. Double play ball to short. There's 1, and there's 2. So Volquez and the Reds have to feel fortunate they got out of that. Bases loaded, 1 run in, and the Padres could only claim 1 more, but do lead it 2-0. April 23rd, 5:35 is a 6-pack cooler night. First 25,000 of you fans will get ready to beat the heat with the Padres 6-pack tube cooler. Don't wait. Get your tickets as that ball lifted by Jay Bruce into foul territory and out of play. Here's the number to call to get your tickets. Assure yourself a seat for the Padres and hot hitting Philadelphia Phils with that great pitching staff. Everyone picking them as best in baseball. 619-795-5555 or go online, Padres.com. That's Saturday, April 23rd. Jay Bruce, 8 for 34 at the start. .235 average. Good looking breaking pitch.
Yeah, that's the curveball. We've seen the slider. We've seen the fastball. Now he reaches in the toolbox and throws the number 2. Great location as well in the outside corner. That is a good sign.
Misses inside with a breaking pitch. Slider, 2-2. So the Padres get 2 with a chance for more. Had they gotten 3, that would have been a Great omen. Inside corner, strike 3. All 3 of Latos's strikeouts have been called. Picking the corners with that fastball.
A little fastball, tails back over the inside part of the plate. The left-hand hitter kind of gives up on that ball, thinking it's inside, and runs back, hits the inside corner.
If a thread is on that outside corner, it's a strike. So the plate is not really indicative of the strike zone. You got to put a ball outside and inside. That's the width of the strike zone. Ramon Hernandez, 5 for 19. The catcher with the home run and 4 RBIs. Fouls at the plate, or is it fair? It's a fair ball, and Hernandez, it did not hit him. And an easy 2 unassisted put out.
How many times you see a guy ground out to the catcher?
Not very many.
Now remember, it doesn't matter. It's not where the ball hits at first. That ball's behind home plate, but it rolls out, right? That's a fair ball because nobody touched it. That's a live egg.
Absolutely.
There it is. It's ground out to the catcher.
Here's a better look at where the ball is. And
had so much English on it that it just spun forward into fair play.
And the other thing, Hernandez knows he's got no chance of being safe, so the best he could do is just, hey, that's a foul. That's a foul ball.
So 2 out. Paul Yanish, the shortstop, off to a hot start, 4.07 average. He sees a strike, 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and Latos throwing with nice, fluid, easy motion, getting it up there. Another giddy up, but it's inside. It's hard to say that 3 runs is the magical number of runs in support of Latos. Last year, when he got 3 runs, he go around? Yes. When he got 3 runs or more, Latos was 10-0. And the Padres in great position to get that 3rd run in the 1st inning. And they're going to need runs. The Reds really put a lot of damage on home plate on offense. Breaking ball, strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the 1st, 2 here in the 2nd, all called strikes. He's just freezing the Reds hitters. We go to the bottom of the 2nd inning here at Petco. It'll be the lower 3rd of the order. Maben, Gonzalez, and Latos with a 2-0 lead. And welcome back in our Skycam shot tonight, brought to you by Mossy Ford and Mossy Toyota. Visit us in Pacific Beach or online at mossy.com. Bottom of the 2nd, 2-0 Padres. Cameron Maben put a mean hit on a couple of fly balls yesterday. Came in as a double switch defensively. Hit his home run, as you saw earlier, into the bullpen in left center and then tripled into the right center field gap. Over but low, 2-0. For the Padres, they can't score enough runs. Cincinnati has averaged more than 7.5 runs a game so far this year.
Well, if Matt Latos keeps throwing the baseball like he is throwing, it's going to be a challenge for the Cincinnati Reds. And we've heard it all along throughout this great game of baseball. Good pitching, I believe, beats good hitting. Tony, what do you think? You're the hitter.
That's true. But the more times you see a guy, second time through the lineup, third time through the lineup,
test.
Yeah, you start to kind of find out. The Reds have a really good offensive club.
Strike at the knees, 2-1. You saw Latos there in the dugout next to bench coach Rick Renteria, who has moved from the first base coaching box to be the bench coach for Buddy Black. Aaron Balsley also there watching intently. Good breaking ball. What was wrong with that? I guess it curved around the plate.
Yeah.
Plate umpire Fairchild has not been fair to Volquez, at least in his eyes. He's getting a little heat from the Cincinnati dugout.
I always talk about pitchers keeping your composure. And that's where it's difficult. You know, that's a pretty good pitch he made right there. And obviously he thought it was a strike. Just kind of keep your nose to the grindstone and keep trying to thump strikes.
Foul back by Maven.
You know, one of the best that I ever witnessed as far as not letting a call affect him was Trevor Hoffman. I mean, he could throw a ball right down the middle of the plate. Ball. He would just get that ball back, get back up on that rubber, get the sign like he just threw a strike.
And umpires know when they've missed one. And
Sure.
when you react that way, you're going to get a call.
That's exactly right.
3-2. And Maven with a leadoff walk. And Volquez continues to struggle. A couple of walks and a hit batsman. Let's look at the defensive alignment for the Reds, brought to you by North County GMC, a Southern California tradition for over 20 years. Roland, Gold Glove at third, Yanish at short, Phillips, Gold Glove at second, Votto, an excellent glove at first, Gomes, Heisey already making a fine play, and Bruce, one of the strongest arms in the National League, on right. Hernandez behind the plate, Volquez on the mound. Gonzalez up the middle, and another double play chance. Yanish, Phillips to Votto. So 2 innings, 2 double plays for the Reds infield in support of Volquez.
Did you see Phillips go with the bare hand?
Brandon Phillips with the bare hand to turn that double play.
You better make darn well sure that you catch this ball cleanly.
And especially because he had plenty of time to turn it.
Yes, he did.
He just felt like it was easier just to bare-hand it and throw it to first.
What the Omar Vizquel's going on out there? Remember Omar at shortstop for Seattle all those years?
Latos takes a strike on the outside corner. Matt, in his brief hitting career, has 7 base hits and a home run. High chopper to third, and here's the Gold Glove rolling off balance, throws him out by a stride. So Volquez, helped by the double play, has an easy second inning. We go to the third. Padres by 2. The construction crane here in downtown San Diego. A reminder, Petco Park is where the party is every Friday. Be sure to get to the park early on April 22nd. That's Friday night, the 22nd, when the Padres entertain the Phillies. 7:05 game, but the Friday party at the park starts at 5 o'clock. First pour at 5. It's wine and food festival night. Wine, food tastings, live entertainment, and much more. Get your tickets at Padres.com. Edinson Volquez, 9 hits and 94 big league at bats. And Latos outside, ball 1. Heisey and Phillips to follow, the top of the order for the Reds.
Well, this is where Matt obviously wants to make quick work of Volquez. Get him up there, get him out of there. And then start the top of the lineup. Keep the pitch count down.
Falls behind, however, 2-0. Poured that one, the old automatic. Took a little off the fastball, 91. Outfield shallow toward right for Volquez.
Hey.
That. Ooh, my. That was dangerously close to our camera and cameraman. John Bruno. Get your glove out there, Johnny.
Johnny, where'd that one hit?
Charge those line drives. Come on. Hubba, hubba.
Man.
Out of play. Here's the camera shot.
Hey.
Whoa. That's going after an expensive piece of equipment. Those lenses are what, about $10,000 each? Or am I underestimating that cost?
I see John's wearing the leg warmers again tonight.
Got him. That's number 5 as Latos has gone through the batting order the first time without allowing a base hit.
Well, Matt Latos, the first 4 punch outs, looking inside corner. Outside corner to the righty looking. And there's that two-seamer again, Tony, straightening up the left-hander, and then he broke out the curveball. I'll tell you what, great rotation, great location. Matt Latos off to a great start.
Absolutely.
Heisey drove one deep to center. Maven chased out to the warning path in front of the 396 sign the first time. As you pointed out, Tony, you know, the first time around's one issue now. Now the hitter's got a pretty good read on his velocity and his total stuff. Doesn't mean they can hit it, but at least they have an idea, right?
Exactly. You're not going to be fooled. Left-hand hitters have been fooled tonight on the.
Heisey lifts that one foul, hooking into the crowd down the left field line. Changeup. That in way out in front.
Hey, we might see that pitch. You're talking about second time around. We might see that second time around this lineup.
Exactly right. I mean, you know, the hitters, the left-handed hitters, Votto, Bruce have seen the fastball start in and tail back over the plate. And so they're going to be more aware of that here the next time up. And second time through is going to be a little bit tougher than the first time.
Oh, chopped up the middle. Gonzalez across to Hop for the out.
I'll tell you what. You throw a guy a changeup at 82, right? He fouls it off. And then you try to have him catch up to a 94-mile-an-hour fastball in on the fists. Good luck. Hey!
The location with a little bit of a run on the hands.
Yeah. Perfect execution by Matt Latos. Perfect placement of that 94-mile-an-hour fastball.
Brandon Phillips reached safely on a base on balls and stole second in the first inning. That was with one out. Votto then struck out. Roland was hit by a pitch, and Gomes took a third strike. Phillips, terrific hitter. Just listen to this. The last 3 years, Phillips has at least 20 doubles, 20 home runs, and 20 stolen bases. 3 years in a row. Only one man in one of 4 in Reds history to do that. That one skips in. Phillips and Florida's Hanley Ramirez, the only players in the majors with 20-20-20 each season for the last 3. only 29. Resident Stone Mountain, Georgia. Another ground ball to Gonzalez in between Hop. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3. Go the Reds in the top of the third. It's still 2-0 at Petco. Nine Honda dealers of San Diego County. Stop by, check out the latest offers on the full lineup of Hondas, and don't miss the launch of the all-new 10th Generation Civic. That's coming up on April 18th. Next Sunday. So Edinson Volquez goes to work in the third. He's thrown 31 pitches. Struggled in the first. Back-to-back singles by Venable and Hudson to open the inning. He walked Headley, hit Ludwig with no one out before center run, and Hop got the second one in on a sacrifice fly. Good catch made by Heisey in center field to deny even a bigger inning. The Rockies have won again, 7-6 at New York. Well, that Mets bullpen is in big trouble. They're just scrambling to try to get somebody that can come in and get a hitter out with a man in scoring position. So Colorado now 7-2. 3-0.
Now, speaking of winning ball games, Padres winning 90 games last year. 8 games into the season last year. You know what the record was? 4-4. 3-5.
There were 3-6 actually in the first 9.
Right. Yep.
There's the automatic 3-1. Volquez, an easy 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Sharply hit, but well placed as the shortstop Yaunich, and there's one away.
Hit that ball right on the button, but Yaunich was right there.
Because Volquez hitting his spot.
And that's what you want to do against him. I mean, you want to hit swinging strikes. Got to hit the count 3-1. Got a fastball that was down. He hit it hard. Right at the shortstop.
Orlando Hudson singled to left following Venable's single in the first inning and scored the second run. This the 9th game of the season, and Hudson has reached safely by hit or walk all 9 games. Hitting left-handed, 4 for 19. Better success right-handed, 4 for 9. Nice breaking ball, a curve that hits the outside corner. Tomorrow night in game 2, Clayton Richard, who was able to pitch only an inning and a couple of throws in the second before the rains came on Friday night. So he's well rested and eager to get out on the mound. He's had to be patient. Will go against Sam LeCure, a young right-hander for Cincinnati. Dusty Baker's hands are tied a bit starting pitching. 2 of his starters are on the shelf. Johnny Cueto and Homer Bailey are both injured and probably won't return till the end of the month. So he's got to make do with players from the minors and maybe even somebody, a long reliever in the pen outside. So all the more important that he gets some good starts from the likes of Volquez. We'll see Travis Wood, a left-hander, on Wednesday afternoon against Tim Stauffer. That'll be a 3:35 game. Pulled foul. And originally that was not on the schedule for a telecast here on Channel 4 San Diego, but we will be working on Wednesday afternoon, 3:30 our TV time. Count is full. Choking up a bit, Hudson. A roller by the mound, and Phillips with the easy play.
Well, if Volquez starts hitting his spots, the pitch to Venable down and away. Ground ball is short. Perfectly placed with Giannis. That pitch as well. Looks like he's getting a little bit better feel for the pitch on the inside part of the plate to both righties and lefties.
The other thing is not just pumping fastballs in there for a strike. He's starting to use his other pitches. He's throwing his breaking ball for a strike. Really hadn't gotten the changeup in there yet, but
you asked for it. Hey, Tony, I ask you, one of the best changeups of all time by a Cincinnati Red pitcher. What do you think it was?
Mario Soto.
Yes. He had a dandy,
just
didn't
like,
he?
And he threw it a lot like Volquez throws his.
Curveball.
Comes in with the curve, and it's 0-2. Volquez inducing a lot of ground balls. With the Padres threatening for a big inning, he threw a ground ball double play in the first, ground ball double play in the second, and a ground out to third, and 2 more here, ground outs in the third. That one hit down the left field line fairly deep, well back.
Did you ever face Soto?
I did. Faced him quite a bit early in my career, and by far had the best changeup in the National League for sure.
Why is that? Why the best?
Good delivery, good arm action. He gave you that fastball arm action, and the ball just never got there. And that's, when you have a good changeup, that's what it's like. The arm action is so good, you just don't know if it's a fastball or a changeup.
Headley, another ground ball. Votto will play it to Volquez covering. 1-2-3 on ground outs for Edison Volquez in the third. We go on to the fourth, 2-0 San Diego. And we're back, 2-0 San Diego, and time for tonight's trivia question brought to you by AT&T Wireless. Who holds the Reds' single-season home run record? Most home runs in a season. Now, we'll just give you a little hint here. Here are some of the, in history, top home run hitters career-wise. Johnny Bench, Frank Robinson, Adam Dunn, who didn't play many years in Cincinnati. Ted Kluszewski, big clue. George Foster, one of those 5, holds the single-season record. Top of the 4th, Joey Votto struck out his first time. And the first pitch down low, ball 1, off speed.
Try to look at that list of Reds hitters, and I just get shivers just looking at those names. My goodness, the damage those guys did.
Votto lifts it out of play, off third. Ooh. But that hit somebody in the back of the head on the ricochet off the seat. Ripped into right field. So the first hit for the Reds, as it would figure, by the MVP of the league last year, Joey Votto.
Not a bad pitch either by Matt Latos. It's a fastball down. He stayed on it nice. Instead, ball's down in the zone, and he goes down and gets it. Hits it in the hole between first and second for a base hit.
Scott Rowland hit by a pitch the first time up. Trying to extend his early season streak to 9 straight games. Infield sets up for a double play chance. Rowland trying to go to right field.
No easy outs in this Reds lineup. These guys are professional guys that know how to swing the bat, know how to play the game the right way. You saw Rowland trying to take a shot at the hole between first and second.
Especially with Hudson playing so far over towards the second base bag. Not a lot of turnover on the Cincinnati Redleg team from last year, so Dusty Baker knows what to expect when you've got, as you mentioned, Tony, professional hitters. Dusty working the toothpick, finished second manager of the year to our own Buddy Black.
Very tight second, one vote. Yeah.
I think he's got that wristband on underneath that
Of
jacket.
course.
Boy, nice stop by Hundley. In fact, it's a different color wristband tonight because they lost yesterday. Whenever they lose a game, he changes the color of the wristband. Not superstitious a bit.
No.
Were you, Tony?
Not to that extent, no.
Didn't you have a little quirky thing you did?
I did, and I did every time I got up in the box. I used to make an X where I put my back foot. But you know, the longer you play, the more you realize that superstition doesn't have a whole lot to do with it.
Runner goes 2-1, swing and a miss. Hundley's throw is in time. That was a missed hit and run as Rowland could not make contact. I don't think Votto was trying to steal.
That was hit and run. See Votto looking in. The good slider by Latos and a great throw by Hundley to get Votto out at second base.
Good tag.
You know, he may have missed him on the initial swipe.
Got him there.
Got him on the knee.
And then on the hop after the slide, looks like he got him on the knee.
Count now 2-2 on Rowland. Swung on and missed, and that's number 7. Let's check our leaderboard, brought to you by Los Primos, home of the Monster Burrito. Get your $5 meal deal for a limited time only. Well, there it is. Most vote points for the National League Manager of the Year. Those aren't just first place points, but they grade them 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 104 for Bud Black and 103 for Dusty Baker. Bruce Bochy with 30. 2 men most deserving, and really 3. Bruce Bochy and Dusty, who's been Manager of the Year. I think he was very happy for Buddy Black. He was a manager for Black earlier when Black was pitching San Francisco. Good buddies.
I don't think Bruce Bochy was too concerned. He ended up getting a world championship ring. So.
Yeah.
Manager of the Year is nice. Traded for that World Championship every time.
That ball hit deep. If it's fair, it's gone. It is a home run. Johnny Gomes hits number 3 into the Western Metal Supply Company terrace. And it's a 2-1 game.
Looked like a curveball that didn't really have the type of bite. It just kind of rolled up there, and a big key also, it was in the strike zone, therefore speeding up the bat. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, curveball, inner half. Didn't have a lot of bite to it, Tony.
You just, again, with this lineup, you just can't afford to make mistakes, and that hanging breaking ball is a mistake, and Gomes didn't miss it.
Here's Jay Bruce reflecting on the fact that the hit and run went awry. This would be a tie game. But Votto thrown out at second base.
Let's see how Matt reacts now.
High fly ball, shallow left field. Ludwig cruising in toward the line. And the inning is over. But the Reds are on the board on Johnny Gomes' 3rd home run of the season. And we go to the home half of the 4th, 2-1. On the board 2-1. The Reds this year in winning 6 games, 3 of those they've come from behind, and 2 of the wins they were 4 runs behind and still rallied to win. Ryan Ludwig hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. Fouls that one back. 4 RBIs now for the Padre left fielder. He'll be followed by Brad Hopp and Nick Hundley. In for a strike. Oh, that's why they're cheering. Our friend, the San Diego Chicken.
He just shows up unannounced, huh? I kind of like that.
I kind of thought we might see him on opening day, as he was here last year on opening day. Shaking up some action, and that's in there, strike 3. For Volquez, his first strikeout. President Tom Garfinkel took out the chicken for lunch one day, he said, and the chicken ordered chicken. Isn't that cannibalistic?
Wow.
There have been a lot of outstanding mascots around the country, but he's number 1.
Yeah.
Brad Hopp, sacrifice fly, robbed of a hit by Heisey in center field. That went for a run driven in, his first of the season. So after a very slow start, 4 hits in the last 13 at bats and an RBI in the last swing.
He's starting to swing better. Saw 4 for his last 13. Starting to move the ball around a little bit.
Cambio. Change up again.
The change up working here.
Yes, he does.
Second time through the lineup here, he's thrown that change up for a strike, and he's thrown his breaking ball for a strike. And it's out in the Venerable at bat. He started him off with a change up, came back with a breaking ball, and then threw a fastball right down Broadway, and he's 95 miles an hour and late on it. You can throw your off-speed pitches for strikes. That's what happens.
Outside 2-2.
Ooh, 98. That pitch shouldn't miss by much either. He had Hop set up nicely. Let's see what pitch tracks has.
It's off.
Yeah.
Lopez thought it was a strike, but that pitch is off the plate.
Chicken on top of the third base dugout. Red's wondering what is that trumping on a rooftop. Outside 3-2. 55th pitch offered by Volquez. Who settled down, retired the last 6 in a row, plus a double play in there, so 7 straight outs. That one clipped into the second tier. And again, the first person to try to catch the ball rarely gets it. And you just wait for the rebound. My son was out here on Sunday, and he said there's this big scramble, Dad, and the next thing I felt something right next to my right leg, and I reached the ball, it just landed right down on his seat. He said I didn't even make a play. Strike 3 called. Curveball and a good one. So Volquez, after not striking out a man in the first 3 innings, has fanned both Ludwig and Hop here in the 4th. Well, time for the AT&T Wireless Trivia answer. The man who holds the single season record for home runs for Cincinnati is George Foster, 52 for the Big Red Machine in 1977. Can that be 34 years ago?
It just doesn't seem like it.
I could just hear the sound of the ball off his bat when he
hit the
connected.
ball hard.
Oh my.
Nick Hundley with 2 outs, no one on. And Volquez really getting into a good rhythm. Another changeup. Hundley grounded into a double play in the first inning. And then he comes back at 97.
See,
He's getting dialed in.
That's not fair right there. Just change up at 84. Comes back with a fastball at 97, located. The struggles that he was going through in the first inning seem long gone. Man, he's really in command.
Quickly ahead, 2 strikes on Hundley. Up high, 1-2.
And remember, Dick, you mentioned it earlier. He had that Tommy John surgery back in June of '09. Guys come back stronger from that surgery nowadays. Pretty soon, guys are going to have it in their contract. I want Tommy John surgery my second year.
Came back late in the year, was 4-3 with the Reds. Curveball and Hundley check swing foul. But Volquez did throw a lot of pitches in that first inning, and the pitch count may be part of the story tonight. With 2 outs in the 4th, he's up to 61. But he's getting better and better as the game progresses, that's for certain. Shakes off Hernandez and throws one in the dirt.
Looks like he yanked the change up there.
Hundley trying to extend that hitting streak at the start of the year, 8 games in a row. Struck out the side. Watch out. 1, 2, 3, and Volquez overpowering in that inning.
As always, mid-game recap brought to you by my friends at Murray Lamper Construction. Architectural design and quality remodeling under one roof. Visit MurrayLamper.com or call 619-285-9222 to see what they can do for you. Mr. Enberg.
All right, Mark Grant with Tony Gwynn. Pleased that you've joined us. Top of the 5th inning, 2-1. San Diego. Latos goes to work. Outside ball 1. Facing the lower third, Hernandez, Yanish, and Volquez in the Cincinnati 5th inning. 6 strikeouts and 1 walk, 1 hit batsman from Latos. Got the call there. Breaking ball slider that was just on the knees outside corner. Hernandez wasn't sure that was a strike. He grounded out to the catcher, Hundley, first time up.
I love that.
Well, that was your call. The swing, the ball hit behind home plate, had so much English on it because he topped it, it spun out in front of the plate, and Hundley able to tag him out before he left the batter's box. Ooh, that had a big sound. Maben going back, and makes the catch in front of the Adirondack chairs. Oh, that ball is long gone in Cincinnati.
Oh, sir. That's probably in the Ohio River. Not tonight, Poppy. He put a good swing on it. Fastball down, away. It had that clean, crisp sound, but Cameron Maben squeezes it for the out.
About 392 foot out. Gomes' home run was only 365 as he pulled it into the terrace, Western Metal Building.
You got to go to the big part of the ballpark here. Your best shot is straight away center field.
Good luck in the alleys, huh?
Yeah, to the left of that, to the right of that. You have to really touch it.
Why is that? Because there's some spin. If you're hitting the ball right-handed away to right center, the spin of the ball is going to take it down. Huh?
You really got to drive through that ball. That ball was elevated, but it wasn't elevated enough for him to drive it to right center and drive it out of here.
Yanish cues that one foul, and he's behind on the count 1-2. He struck out, called strike 3, first time. Well out of the strike zone with that 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Pitcher Volquez on deck. same spot. Latos certainly will be surveyed very carefully by Bud Black. First start, coming off the injured list. And ahead on the count, 1-2, loses him. That gives Volquez a chance to work the sacrifice.
I remember talking to Buddy yesterday regarding Matt Latos, and they said no limitations really, but I'm going to guess 90 pitches, 90 plus maybe, depending on the situation for Matt.
You'd like him to get through the 5th inning so that he's the pitcher of record should he stay ahead 2-1. Volquez struck out swinging his first at bat, but the bunt is on. Headley coming in from third. Whoa, way outside.
Time to have a chat.
All of a sudden, Latos not even close to the strike zone.
Nick Hundley, catcher / counselor / pitching coach. Trying to settle down the right-hander a little bit. Good article on the UT today about Nick Hundley.
One out. Giannis with his lead at first. Bunted foul.
Notice as well, kids. Did Latos a favor there. He just walked the hitter in front of him and falls behind 1-0. Obviously, he's trying to get the job done and get that runner in the scoring position. You don't want to do pitcher any favors.
Yes, he did.
Bunted through a high pitch. That would have been a ball. Count 1-2. Let's see if Dusty Baker lets him swing. Not likely. Not much of an effort there.
Not the best form, huh?
Well, this is an example of how a pitcher can really help himself. You got to get that runner over into scoring position. And it's foul, strike 3. 7 strikeouts now for Latos.
All right, Dick, you can really help yourself by getting that guy in scoring position and at least give yourself a chance. 2 out knocks are hard to come by, but at least give yourself a chance to get that run in.
Even going back in the early days of Palm Springs with the Angels or Peoria with the Padres, when pitchers hit, Heisey the batter, he's fly deep to center and grounded to short. I always thought it wouldn't be a bad idea for them to not have some turns in batting practice where they don't swing, because they casually bunt here, bunt there. Now they're up there hacking like they're going to be a home run hitter. But the real value of them as a hitter is when they come up to bunt, they execute. But it's the natural instinct. All of the pitchers back in their high school days probably were the best hitters on their team as well. You never lose that desire to really crack one.
You're right, and it's they take their bunting seriously, especially the starters. But you watch them in batting practice.
That one's hit deep to left field by Heisey, and that one is gone. Same spot as Gomes, and the Reds take the lead 3-2. Heisey's first home run of the year. These Reds can really swing the bat. Down 2-0. They've come back for the 3-2 lead.
1-0. Whoa, what was that, Tony? Was that
like fastball tailing in. And he cut his hands to the inside and kept this ball fair.
Oh, he spun on that ball. Man. Getting behind, trying to throw the fastball by him.
We were talking about Hernandez's ball earlier going to right center field. It just wasn't elevated enough. That ball was. Put a short stroke on it and goes out of the ballpark.
75 pitches now for Latos, and the Reds are finding the range against the big right-hander. All 3 runs on home runs. The solo by Gomes, and then the 2-run shot by Heisey both in the same spot, the first level terrace of the Western Metal Building. Don't expect to see a couple of souvenirs in that spot. Ooh, big cut by Phillips, who has walked and grounded to short.
Seems like athleticism runs in the Phillips family. Brandon Phillips' sister, Portia, she was drafted into the WNBA today out of the University of Georgia by the San Antonio Silver Stars in the 3rd round. Nice.
Two-strike pitch. Skips that one in. Breaking ball. It's almost become the expected pitch. 0-2, you're going to get that slider in the dirt, but when it's way out in front of the plate, hard to induce a swing. Breaking ball low again. And some movement out in the left center field bullpen for the Padres. Somebody's jogging, getting loosened. No throwing yet. Latos does hit third in the bottom half of this inning. It's Lupke. Line drive center field, and that'll fall in front of Maben. 4th Cincinnati base hit.
You know, Phillips did a fine job of laying off those breaking balls and is shortening up on that fastball, taking it up right in the center of the diamond.
Just getting ready to say that. He tried to get him to swing at the slider off the plate and the breaking ball down in the dirt. He didn't. Got him something he could handle, went right back up the box with it for a base hit.
Now Latos has to face Joey Votto, who has struck out and singled into right field. That was the first Reds hit, leading off the 4th inning. Votto with a couple of home runs and 6 runs batted in this year with his 15 hits. 3 doubles. In the Arizona series, he went 6 for 10. In for a strike. Fastball at 89.
You know, that's what, remember Matt started to do that last year. And I kind of liked what he was doing early in the count. He would throw a nice located fastball, 89, 91. My point being, he would hump it up when he really needed to. If he needed a strikeout, he'd get it up there about 96.
Comes back with another fastball at 90. Now 89 and 90 is that an indication maybe he's losing a little bit of his.
He may start losing a little velocity on that fastball as he gets towards pitch. Next one will be 83. You know, the adrenaline, it's a different mindset being in a big league ball game. You know, you talk about rehab assignments, you talk about bullpen sessions. There is nothing like getting between the lines with the big lights and the other team being the Cincinnati Reds. That adrenaline sucks a lot out, you know, a lot of energy out of you.
And you're facing top of the line hitters too, as we've seen tonight.
Remember, Hernandez led off the inning and took Maben right to the wall in center field. Then the walk and a 2-run homer by Heisey. Line single Phillips. And now the dangerous Votto.
And I think with that said, regarding the lack of, if this is the case, I'm not saying it is, if a pitcher feels he's starting to lose a little bit, try a little easier to create a little movement.
Ernesto Frieri getting ready, and that one hit to the second baseman Hudson. And that's it for the Reds in the 5th. But they've now hit their 12th and 13th home runs of the season tonight and lead it 3-2.
If a grand slam is hit this inning, you could earn huge cash. That's how they say it in the Midwest. Huge cash. Enter at 4sd.com. That's $2,500. A lot of donuts. Huge.
So the Padres trail for the first time tonight, 3-2. A couple of home runs for the Reds. They've got a total of 13, as we mentioned. That's more than double the Padre total of 6, and that's with San Diego hitting 3 yesterday. Maben, one of those, his second of the season. And Volquez, as the game has progressed since a troublesome first inning, has not allowed a hit. And he has struck out the side the last inning. And the Padres hardly allowed foul since scoring 2 in the first. Went around. 2 strikes on Maben, with Gonzalez and Latos to follow. I don't see Friere throwing, so perhaps Buddy Black has decided to let Latos hit here in the 5th inning. Inside.
Either that or Ernesto Friere might be hot. He might be taking a little breather, and then once the inning starts to come to a close, possibly he might get up and throw again. Just my gut feeling with the type of workout that he's gotten, I think Matt Latos might be done.
Strike 3. That's 4 in a row for Volquez. That brings up Gonzalez. Well, Latos trying to search into that dugout is not in the dugout currently and back in the clubhouse. It's not an indication he's out of the game. He could be back to change his shirt or watch on TV.
Well, actually, guys, I stand corrected. Like I said, I think Matt Latos is going to go out to the on-deck circle and swing the bat.
There he is.
But what might happen? If he gets on base, you might bunt him over, and then you might, make a pitching change rather than burning another player. Might be a decoy as well. There might be somebody huddled up by the bat rack getting ready to go if an out is made here.
Gonzalez hits that ball well to right center, but holding up for Jay Bruce, and there's 2 away. And Latos will hit. Top lady with a measuring tape, Amanda McCord, has got the distance on Heisey's home run, 358. So he found the short porch, as did Gomes at 365. The 400-foot shots are outs. Latos backs away, and the curveball backs out of the strike zone. He grounded to third his first time. Well, he must have told Buddy Black that he still felt he was strong, and Hundley must have said, yeah, he still got good stuff, or he, figuring this is his first time out, and his total pitch count is into the 80s now, 84. One might figure that that's pretty good effort coming off the DL. 2-1. Foul. Watch out. So the Padres have just 2 hits off Volquez. The first 2 men he faced, Venable and Hudson. Since then, not a single bingle. So he falls behind 3-2 to the pitcher. Trying to get him on a breaking ball.
Latos has got to look fastball here, don't you think?
Yeah.
Fastball away, outer half. Poke something into right field.
You might just rear back, throw it down the middle, and say try to hit it.
Yeah, and he's thrown all his pitches here for a strike the last 3 innings. So.
Ground ball again, wide to third. Roland skips and flips, and the inning is over. And mowing them down again. Edinson Volquez. 3-2 Cincinnati. You go this year. Subscribe to MLB.tv. See every Padres game live or on demand on your computer or your favorite devices. Visit Padres.com. Order. Get more details. MLB.tv. Baseball everywhere all year long. So Latos does indeed come out. 84 pitches thrown. Friere heating up in the bullpen. Roland, Gomes, and Bruce to bat. Roland sends the first pitch toward the right fielder Venable. One away. And here's Johnny Gomes. His home run, 365 feet into the porch, first porch of the Western Metal Supply building. Made it 2-1, and then Chris Heisey followed in the same flight pattern. His home run in almost the same spot. Looking at his shoes there, see if he has the 707. First pitch misses. He has 707 on his glove and his shoes.
He is from Petaluma.
That's the area code.
The area code there, yeah.
Saluting his town of Petaluma. Our producer Ed Barnes from Petaluma. And you know, he could have been in left field tonight. I mean, he could hit the ball.
Eddie Barnes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was quite a catcher back in the day.
They were teammates. Rock and fire. Center field. Maven. Line out by Gomes.
I'll tell you what, if I had to toe the slab again, I would want Eddie Barnes back there flashing the signs. A gamer.
But Tom Satursky, our director, has to tell him, you know, exactly what to do.
Ready one, take one. Ready two, take two.
Jay Bruce struck out and fly to left. Out of play. Boy, they come up packing, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They're not wasting any time. Latos has been in the strike zone all night. And Reds are not getting cheated. They're getting their hacks in.
Just missed. Sent that fastball tailing down and away.
You know, hey, I'll be the first to admit, I really thought Matt Latos was going to call it a night, but Buddy's sending him back out there quickly, 2 outs, making some good pitches. And you know what? Even though the velocity's not there in the fastball, he does have some movement. Yep. And maybe Buddy said, you know what? I want to get him up around 100 pitches. Have him get a good workout in. Get up to that 100 pitch mark, or, you know, 95-ish.
Well, he's got 91 now.
Yeah.
Fouled at the plate, and the count 2-2. on Bruce. Spoils that one, sends it deep into the second tier. Bruce is one of the many young players. It's a nice mix, this Reds roster of veteran players, and then you've got some really good looking young hitters. He's only 23. Already has produced 68 home runs in the big leagues. High fly ball. Maben and Venable, and it's Maben. Latos comes back after giving up that go-ahead 2-run homer and retires the Reds in order. To the bottom of the sixth, 3-2 Reds, and our Skycam shot brought to you by Massey Ford and Massey Toyota. Visit us in Pacific Beach or online at Massey.com. Well, Volk has a stingy sword since giving up line singles to left field by Venable and Hudson to open the game in the first inning. Not a hit since. A couple of walks and a hit batsman. That's been it. And Venable fouls it away. He's retired 11 in a row, and if you count the double play by Gonzalez, 12 in a row in terms of 12 outs. Mixing his pitches. High velocity fastball with that change. That one up the middle, and a base hit for Venable. He's got 2 hits tonight. A good start. Leadoff man on. Padres' 3rd hit. Ends the string of outs.
Nice hitting by Venable there. He took that ball right back up the middle. A hanging breaking ball in the middle of the plate.
See him hesitate there, but kept his hands back.
Yeah, waiting for that ball to get into the zone.
Padres' best base runner aboard to lead off the 6th. Orlando Hudson singled and scored behind Venable back in the first inning and grounded to second.
Tony, got a question for you. Now that Volquez has really found his groove, he's pitched extremely well. Do you think if the Padre hitters do get a fastball early in the count, you think they're going to jump all over it? Because Venable swung at the first pitch fastball this inning.
I don't think so. And the reason why is because, he hadn't pitched from the stretch. He's been in the windup here, and he's been able to mix all his pitches for a strike. And now for the first time in 4 innings or so, he's going to be in the stretch. You got a guy in Venable who can steal a bag here, and first time in the first inning, he took off. Hudson turned it to hit and run.
Venable with 29 steals last year to lead the Padres. Big lead by Venable. Good size hole on that right side for Hudson to shoot at. Runner goes. Is that a foul tip or was that? Yes, it was. Late signal again by Chad Fairchild.
That looked like Orlando Hudson tried to hook that ball in the hole between first and second, and that was a fastball running away from him. See, that ball's away, and see, he tries to get out there and turn that into hit and run, tries to hook that in the hole between first and second. So
protecting the runner.
Right. Venable's going to try to steal the bag if he can get a jump.
That's in there. He's still got the high octane fastball, although that one down to 92. Well placed. Headley on deck, and then Ludwig in the hole here in the last of the 6th inning. The Padres need a run to tie. Struck him out. Number 5 for Volquez.
Good curveball here.
Boy, that was a good pitch. Chase Headley walked in the first, grounded to first in the third. Venable has established his maximum lead, just getting back. Figures that he might not be stealing with a left-handed hitter up there. Gives Headley a chance to shoot that ball through the right side. Outside.
Dave Roberts is over in Venable's ear. Well, most times you'd like to get that left-hand hitter a shot to hit the hole, but
that's getting closer and closer.
With one out, the situation changes a little bit in that the double play is in order, and Venable, I'm sure, would love to get himself in scoring position. So.
A little shorter lead this time, not all the way out to the cut of the grass. Pretty close. There he goes. Throw by Hernandez is in time. Beautiful throw by Hernandez. 2-6 on the putout.
Well, sometimes guys will shorten up lead just a tad, knowing that they are going to go and the pitcher's not going to go over to first base. Well, Hernandez had a great pitch to catch too. Down and away. Swipe tag by Janisch.
One of the rare times Venable going in feet first on his slide.
It was almost a pitch out. I mean, fastball away. Easy throw for Hernandez to throw him out on.
Headley works the count 2-1. Fouled at the plate. There's that changeup again. Boy, Volquez has really, since the first inning, shoved the Padre hitters off balance.
I don't know why Volquez was motioning to Ramon Hernandez. My bad.
Yeah.
that was a good pitch. You can't get hurt down there.
Well, I'm thinking he thought he wanted to throw it in the strike zone at least, and he bounced it up there, but he still got Chase Headley to swing at it.
Over but low. Curveball. So the count full on Headley.
Well, he threw a 2-2 curveball to go 3-2. No reason to shouldn't, he can throw another one if he wanted. If you can throw it 2-2, why not throw it 3-2?
Shake me off, he's saying. Shake me off.
Fastball in, fastball away. Oh, here comes the combio. Change up.
Ball 4. So Headley, the most patient of Padre hitters, has his second walk of the night. The Cord Hard Blast is brought to you by Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. And it's Ryan Ludwig That is a blast. 430 some feet into the left field bleachers yesterday. Third walk and a hit batsman from Volquez, and here is Ludwig. He'd like to put another cold hard blast on one. Hit by a pitch that drove in a run. Bases loaded, no one out in the first inning, and he struck out swinging. Boy, he just missed that. That's way up in the ninth. Phillips waiting for it to come down, and the inning is over. Man left, but Volquez continues his hitless pitching. All 2 hits until Orthodontics, Southern California's premier dental implant center. See the difference at permadontics.com. By MTS, MTS moves me. And by Cox Advanced TV. You get more of what you're into with Cox Advanced TV. With Mr. Padre Tony Gwynn and Mark Grant, Dick Enberg here at Petco Park in downtown San Diego. And Ernesto Frieri comes on. His numbers this season as he makes his 4th game appearance. Allowed 5 hits in 3 2/3 innings. So Latos goes 6 innings, allows 3 runs, only 4 hits, but 2 of the 4 were home runs, accounting for all 3 Cincinnati runs. Struck out 7. It really was an outstanding effort by Latos coming off the DL. Just 2 bad pitches, and that's the difference in the game.
Yeah, I was impressed.
Yeah, I was too.
Had good location early and threw some good bike breaking balls.
He was brilliant early. That was the kind of pitcher he was in the middle of the season, winning or staying 15 games in a row with 2 runs or less. Frieri facing Hernandez, Yanish, and the pitcher's spot. We'll see if Dusty Baker hits Volquez, who has thrown 88 pitches. Out of play.
Almost as quickly as you said that, Dick, Reg Wolfhen starts to scurry, move around a little bit.
It looks like Dusty might go to one of his bench hitters. The 0-2 delivery. Ooh.
Hey, that hit the umpire?
Goodness. How did it not hit Hernandez?
That may have gotten the shoulder pads of Chad Fairchild. Yeah, right on the left shoulder of the umpire. Hundley didn't even draw leather on that one.
Not even a flinch by Fairchild.
And a veteran move by Nick Hundley, going out to just have a little chat with Frieri, give Chad Fairchild a little bit of a breather. That'll get you some brownie points.
Oh, Joe West, the crew chief. You can smile when the other guy takes one. Down low, 1 and 2.
I'm sure Joe West has seen that a lot in his career.
Well, the catchers for Cincinnati last year were the best hitting group of catchers in the league. They hit .296 in that position, and they were second in RBIs, 91 from your catching core. As part of this talent-loaded batting lineup. Full count. Just fouled by Hernandez. Padre was Hernandez back in 2004 and 2005.
Gosh, was that long ago? Doesn't time fly? My goodness.
Got him. Reared back and 89-mile-an-hour fastball right through the swing of Hernandez. Frieri has his first strikeout. Paul Yanni steps in.
Well, Big Earn doesn't have the overpowering fastball, but the deception in the delivery thrown across his body, and that ball is belt buckle high right down the middle of the plate. Even Ramon Hernandez was shaking his head after that.
How did I miss that?
Exactly.
Yanni struck out, walked in the 5th inning. That walk became a run as he preceded Heisey to home plate on Heisey's home run into the left field corner. Both the home runs about, what, 15 feet fair into that first porch Western Metal building. 2-0. On the corner. Clayton Richard and young Sam LeCure for Cincinnati tomorrow night, 6:30 our TV time.
Oh, it wasn't that close.
It really wasn't. 3-1.
He's doing the limbo up there.
Foul back. Strike 3. Frieri strikes out Hernandez and Yanis.
You might disagree, Tony, but I think this is a pitcher's pitch. I think this is a darn good pitch.
Pitcher's pitch, knee-high fastball. Huntley frames it nicely.
Right at the knees.
Knee-high.
Miguel Cairo will bat for Edinson Volquez. Cairo, Dusty Baker's top pinch hitter. He's 2 for 5 this year with a couple of RBIs. And a slider for a strike. You know what they call a manipulator in the Egyptian capital? A chiropractor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I just looked that up.
I like
it's
that.
A historical thing. The Sphinx. It started with the Sphinx. He liked it. Huh? Miguel, I was only kidding. I'm not making fun of your name. 1 ball, 1 strike to Cairo. True to form, the Reds came in muscling up. Only 4 hits, but 2 of them for the distance, and accounting for the 3 runs and a 3-2 lead. Frieri trying to hold him. Padres with 3 innings left. Out of play. Watch out. That'll sting a few hands. Cairo, one of the veterans, the balance, the youth and experience on this Reds roster. He's 36, 15-year veteran, 9 major league teams. Breaking ball grounded on 2 hops. Headley across the hop, and the inning's over, and Frieri with a 1-2-3 inning in the 7th. Stretch half of the 7th we go. Padres need a run to tie. Of El Cajon, we went green to save you green. Other National League West action, the Rockies in New York, and they edged the Mets 7-6. Troy Tulowitzki with a big home run and single and 3 runs batted in, and the Dodgers jumping on Bumgarner for 4 runs in the 5th inning and enjoy a 5-0 lead behind Clayton Kershaw, who's allowed just 5 hits almost through 6 innings. For San Diego, Hop and Hundley, and then Maven scheduled against Jordan Smith, making his 5th appearance of the season. 5 innings, 5 hits, and a .263 batting average against.
He's a big old boy. 6'4", 230, fastball, slider, and a change.
Swinging from his heels, off speed.
The first pitch slider. He can get that fastball to about 93, 94-ish. Good tight slider. We just saw that. That's probably his main off-speed pitch, that slider.
That ball hit pretty well, but high in the air. Plenty of time. Heisey with a catch. Sounded pretty good off the bat. Nick Hundley grounded into a double play. Struck out. The Padres, if you weren't with us at the start of the game, in the 1st inning, Venable singled and then Hudson singled, 1st and 3rd. Headley walked to load the bases. Ludwig was hit by a pitch. 1-0. Padres still bases loaded, no one out. Hop hit a line drive to center, and Heisey came in to make a sliding catch. Sacrifice fly, but it could have been much bigger had he not been able to make an outstanding play. And then Hundley hit into a double play, and so the Padres got only 2 runs out of a very promising situation. And after that, Edinson Volquez allowed only 1 hit. Those 6 innings, 2 runs, both earned 3 hits, 3 walks, and a hit batsman, and he struck out 5. Hundley needs a hit to extend his streak to 8. Took something off that one. 82-mile-an-hour changeup.
Pitch had some good depth to it. Some really nice tilt to it.
Jordan Smith from Pleasant Grove, Utah. Slides that one outside, or cuts the fastball away. He was selected by the Reds in the 6th round 5 years ago in the draft. Last year with Cincinnati, his first year in the bigs. 3-2 in 37 appearances, all in relief. 1 save. Ground ball sharply, but right at Giannis, and Hundley is out.
And Hundley's hit the ball hard twice. Double play in the first inning. That ball hit right on the button, right at Giannis.
Cameron Maben has walked and struck out. On the outside corner with a slider. Smith was a starter in the Reds minor league system for 4 years and then converted last year into a reliever.
Man, that almost has the action like a split finger, almost, doesn't it?
You're right. It does have that action, like a tight slider. See the bottom fall out of that.
2 strikes on Maben. Bases empty. 2 outs here in the 7th.
What is it?
Padres have not had a runner reach second base since the first inning. Reds pitching slamming the door. Low fastball. 3-2 to Maben.
You know, it looks like Smith sets up with a split finger grip. Now that I look at him, so the fingers are kind of wrapped around the ball a little bit. Kind of tough to tell there, but he was kind of forced there. Just sneak peek there.
Maben waits, full count. Should Maben reach, Alberto Gonzalez is scheduled next.
We've been calling that changeup. It's really a split.
You can see he's wedging it. Right, watch, he'll wedge it with his glove after he rubs it up. He'll wedge it there, and then go to the set position to get the sign.
You can easily shift that to a fastball grip.
Exactly.
Fouled, and a good swing by Maben. Just missed that one. Fouled it straight back.
And that's the one you want to hit. That's a split that's up in the zone. Not much movement, kind of hanging there, saying hit me.
Yeah, you're right. That splitty that's left elevated doesn't have the same tumble and same break as if, oh, that's a beautiful shot. Nice.
Tom Satursky with our crack camera crew here, Channel 4. Got him swinging. So Jordan Smith follows up on Edinson Volquez's fine pitching and retires the Padres in order again. Frieri stays in to work the 8th inning, and the leadoff man Heisey, followed by Phillips and Votto, and it's Heisey who's the big hitter tonight. A 2-run home run off Latos that gave the Reds the 3-2 lead in the 5th inning. Two home runs allowed by Latos. 2 home runs that landed in almost the same spot. Were they the same pitch?
Holmes hit a hanging breaking ball, and Heisey's pitch was a tougher pitch to handle. It was a fastball tailing in, and he was able to get to it and keep it fair.
Frieri, 90-mile-an-hour fastball, strike 3. Now Frieri is retired 4 in a row, a couple of strikeouts. Brandon Phillips up next. This is industry night here at Petco Park, and it's really a nice little kiss thrown out to some of the people that work in our great city that are busy on the weekends. The restaurateurs, the bars, the lounge employees. They had a special tonight, $22. You get a seat and a couple of drink tickets. On Monday night, many of them are free, and so they're out here watching San Diego at work. Just the sensitivity to all sorts of fans by Padre management to give them a night as well.
Hey, all those nights they're serving other people, right? It's a nice little touch to come out and get served by other people and enjoy a big league ball game.
1 strike to Phillips. Ground ball into right field for a base hit. Phillips has his 2nd hit. Came in hitting .389. And here's Votto, single to right and 3 trips. Tony, there are not many easy outs in this lineup.
No, it's not. I was just going to say, Phillips, that was a nice job of hitting there. Taking that ball to the right side for a base hit, and now you got the MVP coming up to the plate. And of course, Phillips is a threat to steal a bag. And I just keep throwing those good hitters after you. Rolling, Gomes, Bruce. And the young center fielder Stubbs is not playing tonight for him. He's another good young player.
Maybe the fastest outfielder in the National League. They're saying he's the fastest Red since Deion Sanders. Keeping an eye on Phillips, who stole his 2nd base of the season back in the 1st inning. Good swing there. Nice catch. It's one of those bartenders. You got to have good hands. You know.
Say, was that glove or no glove? Did you see, Dick?
He caught it in a martini glass.
Nice. It's an extra olive and an onion. There's an onion for your martini.
1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, they do a good job in the master control here at Petco Park. And they always put little nuggets up on the scoreboard. And this one even fascinated me about Joey Votto. Was the first baseman ever to hit 3 home runs and steal the base in a game. I'm trying to think
ever for the Reds.
Ever, I think, in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, it's unusual to hit 3 home runs.
No.
Yeah.
Hard to steal if you're hitting home runs. I know that.
No reason.
But I mean, if you're talking,
that's
ever,
3. That's 3 at bats you're not going to steal.
The guys like Barry Bonds didn't steal a bag in a game and hit 3 homers.
It's hard to believe.
Hank Aaron, Willie Mays.
Trying to think of first baseman throughout the course of time that would,
first baseman,
steal a bag. You know,
not many.
Willie Stargell, he wasn't a base running threat.
2 balls and a strike. after a visit from Darren Balsley, he saw something in the delivery of Frieri that he wanted to correct. 3-1 now. Bullpen is active. Chad Qualls getting loose. Frieri working very carefully to Joey Votto. Here's Qualls. You know Votto's going to be ripping if he likes this one. Infield would like to get a double play chance. 3-1. Ooh. Votto thought it was a strike. He didn't even leave the batter's box.
I think everybody thought it was a strike.
So first and second with one out here in the 8th.
Well, let's take a look at the series of pitches from Ernesto Frieri via the Carl's Jr. pitch track. Righty on lefty, two-seamer away, trying to make him fish out. There was the pitch there. He didn't get the top hand on. But you see what Frieri's trying to do. Away, away, away. And that just...
That's all over the outside corner.
Votto thought it was a strike.
And a pitching change as Buddy Black is called upon the veteran right-hander Chad Qualls. With 1 out, 2 on here in the 8th inning, and the Reds leading 3-2. To Narbonne High School, and here's his pitcher profile brought to you by Mission Federal Credit Union, where your success is our bottom line. Open an account at missionfed.com tomorrow. Qualls giving up 5 hits in 4 innings of relief, but no runs. Sinker baller, and he will try to sink one off the bat of Scott Rowland and try to get a double play here. Rowland, 8-game hitting streak in jeopardy, has been hit by a pitch, struck out, and fly to right. 3-2 in the top of the 8th. Rowland really depicts the Grizzly veteran, doesn't it? Trying to go to right field.
You can tell Rowland's a veteran because a lot of guys, especially a sinker baller coming in relief, you know, you're trying to get a ball elevated that you possibly could pull and do some damage. They're rolling, looking to go the other way.
Another good cut. 2 strikes as Qualls jumps quickly ahead. On deck, Johnny Gomes.
Good fuzz on that fastball, too. 92 with that 2-seam fastball.
Usually Qualls makes his living with that ball being down in the zone, and both of these pitches, first 2 fastballs were elevated.
Got him. Fouled into the glove of Hundley. So Padre pitching has been successful striking out the Reds. That's the 11th man to fan today.
A little slider there.
Oh, nice rotation on that. Good pitch.
Leto struck out 7. Frieri in his inning in the 3rd, 3 strikeouts, and Roland punched out by Qualls. Season high total strikeouts for the Reds in a game. Gomes, a home run. Get the Reds on the board first, back in the 4th. Takes a strike. Struck out. Homered, his 3rd of the year. Into the porch, Western Metal Building, and he lined hard to center field. Trying to do more damage with 2 on and 2 out. It looks as if Qualls throws a heavy ball.
That was up to 94. It's like hitting a shot put.
Like hitting a bowling ball.
Yep.
Phillips at second, Votto at first.
This is going to need to keep a little closer eye on Phillips, otherwise he's going to try to steal third.
He's got a huge lead, doesn't he? Not being hampered at all. High and away. More fastballs from Qualls than we'd seen before against a fastball hitting team. Ooh, popped him up high, pop up center field. Maben coming in. Qualls stems the potential charge of the Reds in the 8th. They leave 2. Bottom of the 8th. It'll be Gonzalez pitcher spot in Venable. Brought to you by the San Diego Toyota dealers. We've got what it takes. The contrast, the Reds thus far team batting .312, but their ERA 4.80. The Padres hitting only .223 as a team, but a .276 ERA, the best in the National League. So almost the best hitting team against the best pitching numbers in the National League. Philadelphia has a better team batting average than Cincinnati.
I'll take the best ERA any day.
Gonzalez 0 for 2. Check swing, and he did not go. Alberto grounded into a 6-4-3 double play and fly to right. Chris Denorfia is on deck. Will hit for the pitcher, apparently. Line down the left field line. Is it fair? Yes, on the line, and Gonzalez on his way for 2. Alberto starts the 8th with a charge. Boy, he surveyed that line drive right down the line.
It was a hanging slider about knee high. He had to go out in front and get it. It started to hook, and it looks like it kicks up a little bit of chalk.
Little bite of the inside of the line.
Yep.
Well, the tying run at second with no one out. And Chris Denorfia, the hitter. All right, manager Tony Gwynn. You bunt him over?
He's in scoring position right now. I would let him swing.
Hoping that infield looking for the bunt. They creep in at the corners where you might be able to shoot one to the right side. And Denorfia does hit that way. Now he's going to bunt. Not very good. They're going to try to get him at third. No. They don't. Yes, they do. Oh, the throw was low and away. And somehow third baseman Rolen able to pick it and slap it on the sliding Alberto Gonzalez. Oh, what a big play that is. Safe on the sacrifice fielder's choice is Denorfia. Just didn't get the ball out far enough in front of home plate. Watch it again. They get him at third.
I don't know.
Tough to tell there.
Oh, he was in there. He had his foot in there before the swipe tag. Here it is. There's.
Oh, he was in there.
Yeah, because he hit him way up high. Oh, he was easily in there. Goodness. But Rolen, you know.
Yeah, and you know what Gonzalez did nicely? His foot touches the bag, and he stays on the bag until his back foot stays on it. So he never, you know what I'm saying? Some guys
never lost contact.
Right, never lost contact with the bag.
That's a terrible call, considering the circumstances. What a break for Dusty Baker's Reds. Third base umpire Paul Schreiber. I'm always right, Schreiber. Bill Bray is going to come in from the bullpen. And that's first and third and no one out instead of one out and the tying run at first. Our pitcher profile brought to you by Lolitas at the park, where you can enjoy quality fresh Mexican food and a wonderful evening. Happy hour 7 days a week. The left hand. And from his angle, it may have appeared that Rolen swiped the tag on there earlier.
It's clearly safe.
Yeah, every angle I see, I think he's safe.
He hasn't
the
tagged
tag
yet.
is behind the knee. It's not on his. He's in a good position right there.
Wow.
Oh, boy. That's a painful call. On the other hand, Denorfia didn't get the ball out in front of home plate on his sacrifice and allowed the call to be made. The key to that was that had the throw been accurate, it would have been an out. But it wasn't, and Rolen had to go into foul territory to grab it and swipe. rolling out there talking to Schreiber, saying, "Yeah, you may be the best umpire I've ever seen." Thank you. Okay, Bray, the left-hander, to pitch to Orlando Hudson, but he's not going to hit. Will Venable, and Venable is called back, and Jorge Cantu will bat as Black plays the percentages, right-handed hitter against left-hander Bray.
Bray's basically a two-pitch pitcher, a fastball and a slider. High 80s, low 90s on the fastball.
DeNorfia, a threat to steal. Has not stolen the base this year. Right down the middle with a 89-mile-an-hour fastball. DeNorfia last year had 10 stolen bases.
DeNorfia's right foot is at the cutout.
Yeah.
Check that, 8 stolen bases. That ball gets away from Hernandez, but not for an advance. Cantu has been productive as a pinch hitter. He's 2 for 3. Two and one. Cutting that fastball inside, but it missed the corner. Popped up. It's going to be just out of play. First row beyond the Padre dugout. After Cantu, it's Chase Headley.
One of the luxuries Dusty Baker has out of that bullpen. He's got 3 lefties down there.
Yeah.
Bray, Chapman, Maloney.
Joe Thatcher on the injured list for the Padres. They really only have Lutke, who's more of a starting pitcher. 2-2 the count.
That's Bray's first move to first base, and I just wonder if on the scouting report, Padres
he doesn't have the best
doesn't
move.
have the greatest move. Northfield's all the way out on that cutout.
Way up in the air. It remains at 2-2. Ray's just 27 years of age. Another foul. That'll make it to the seats down the right field line.
Steve Veritas kick there. He used almost an abbreviated slide step. And Tony, I ask you, you were an exceptional hitter, but did that mess you up? Let's take a look at it. Usually a high leg kick, and this one's abbreviated. Trying to maybe sneak the fastball up on the hitter. I know for you it didn't matter.
It really, I didn't pay attention to any of that stuff.
You just looked at that area.
Look for the baseball.
That's right.
DeNorfia, the tying run, still at first. The 2-2 pitch. Whoa, watch out. That one hammered just into the backside of the Cincinnati dugout. That's a hazardous duty. There's no screen there, as you can see. Still 2-2. Another foul ball. That's going to come way back toward us. Oh, that made it to the deck above us. You don't see many of those. Cantu has fouled 4 in a row. Looking for one he likes. Give it a drive. DeNorfia edges off first. 3-2 Cincinnati here in the 8th. 1 out. Fouled again. This will be the 10th pitch of this at bat.
Great at bat for Cantu. I think we see just about everything Bray's has to offer.
See what Hernandez puts down. Change up.
Sails outside. Well, Hernandez has thrown out 2 runners tonight. So do you have DeNorfia going 3-2?
I say he stays. He's going to throw over the first base right here out back.
He's been all the way to that cutout with his right foot, and he hadn't gone yet, so I don't think he's going to go.
I think he's going to stay as well, Tony. Change up.
Swung on and missed. DeNorfia going, and he is out. 3 runners thrown out by Ramon Hernandez tonight. That's been key in the success of the Reds. We go to the 9th. Cincinnati still on top, 3-2. Take home a handsome Padres fielding glove. We saw those yesterday. Terrific giveaway presented by Topps Baseball Cards. Also, enjoy an Easter egg hunt, breakfast at the park before the game, Kids Field Day. Get to run the bases after the game. Get your tickets at Padres.com. That's Sunday, April 24th. The first 8,000 kids, 14 and younger in attendance, get those handsome Padre fielding gloves. Pat Neshek working in the 9th inning. And the first pitch to Jay Bruce. Ball 1. Bruce, Hernandez, and Yanish to bat for Cincinnati.
So we'll see how Neshek responds after pitching an inning yesterday. Gave up a hit.
DeNorfia stays in the game. He's in right field. And the pitcher's spot is now in Venable's leadoff, number 1. Out of play. This man at the plate, Jay Bruce, is ranked 2nd among active players under 24 in RBIs. 2nd to Upton at Arizona. Fouled. 2-2. Bruce has struck out more than any Reds player, 14 times in 34 at bats. 8 hits, 235 average. A couple of stolen bases with that speed. High fly ball to deep left center. Maben racing back and makes the play. Well, he just glides out there. I mean, reacted right off the bat. He was on a line to where the ball was going to come down.
And what a good outfielder does is the ball is hit and you see he turns one way and he just keeps going around until he gets under the ball and makes the catch.
1 out. Ramon Hernandez is 0 for 3, but throwing out 3 base runners has been key to this game. He threw out Venable trying to steal, just threw out Denorfia trying to steal, and threw the big play was at third base when he nailed Alberto Gonzalez on a very controversial call, but nevertheless it's a thrown out stealing for Hernandez. Mr. Schreiber, when he looks at the tape of that call, is not going to be happy with himself. One and 2. In the bottom of the 9th for the Padres, they have Hudson, Headley, and Ludwig scheduled. Hop if anyone gets on. Punches that one foul. Back with a 2-2 pitch. Full count. Francisco Cordero, the closer, is warming up, the right-hander for Cincinnati. Remains 2-2. Got him. First strikeout for Neshek. 12 Reds have gone down tonight, but they lead it 3-2 on a couple of home runs. Solo by Johnny Gomes and a 2-run shot by Chris Heisey, both in the same spot, pulled sharply down the line into the first porch and left. Giannis has walked and scored. He came home on Heisey's home run.
Padres pitching has done a good job of holding down the Cincinnati Reds offense. 3 runs on 5 hits.
Just a couple of bad pitches tonight. That's it. And really, one of them, I wouldn't even say that was really a bad pitch because it was good hitting.
That's what I would say on Heisey's ball.
Heisey's, right.
I would say it's just good hitting. It was a fastball running in, and somehow he kept that ball fair and hit it out of the ballpark. But,
2-strike pitch. Hit to right shallow, coming into Denorfia. Makes the catch. Snow cone grab by Denorfia. Neshek gets the Reds in order. Final call for the Padres, trailing 3-2. from our Channel 4 studios. John Weisbart, Bob Scanlon standing by. Sequan Casino, getaway for the day at Sequan Casino. So 35-year-old Francisco Coco Cordero comes in. 40 saves last year, one this year. Only one save for the entire bullpen for the Reds. His 40 last year was the third time he's produced that many saves. He will give up an occasional home run. On the outside corner, jumps in front of Hudson, 2 strikes.
Wow, looks like Cordero may have gotten a call on that one. Fastball, slider, and a change from the righty. Padres need to order up a bloop and a blast here.
You saw, along with the 40 saves, he did blow 8 save opportunities. Hudson, a single, a ground out, and a strikeout tonight. Reds have out hit the Padres 5-4. Inside.
Cordero had a rough September last year, 2010. He had an ERA just under 7 at 6.75, so he was giving it up last September.
3-time All-Star. In the dirt. In fact, of active players, only Mariano Rivera has more career saves than Cordero, who slogged 291. Not nearly to Riviera's 560 plus. High, 3-2.
Randall Hudson doing a great job of making Cordero throw a strike. Got ahead and hadn't been able to finish.
How big is this pitch? Loop to left. That's going to fall. Hudson parachutes a single to left.
There's your bloop.
There you go. Great at bat by Orlando Hudson. Tough pitch too, fastball up, and he just fights it off in the left field in front of Heisey, the left fielder.
Also, thanks for the outfielders playing deeper in that situation. Nothing over their heads.
No doubles. Taking away the extra base hit, and Hudson dropped it in front of him for a base hit.
Chase Headley, the ever-patient one. Couple of walks again tonight and a ground out to first. On the edge, 1-1. Tying run at first. Ground ball foul. Winning run at the plate. Against Cordero, first hit the big leagues with the Tigers back in 1999. His pitched for Texas, Milwaukee a couple of years, Texas for 5 years. Has saved 100 games in both leagues. A rare bird that. 11 pitchers have done it. Strike 3. Fastball was in there. One out. That looked like a good pitch.
You know what, Tony? Just judging by the body language of Chase Headley, it looked like he may have been guessing something off speed. Snuck the fastball right by him, inner half.
I wouldn't give him the benefit of the doubt and say he wasn't guessing, but was fooled by the fastball. He started it in off the plate and ran it back over the middle.
Ludwig hit by a pitch with the bases loaded, struck out and popped up. By the way, Hernandez has been knocking all the milk bottles off the Cupidol stand. Padres may be hesitant to try to run here. Ludwig going for the downs. 18,022 on this Monday night. Padres will go over the 200,000 mark tomorrow. Strike two. Slider. Look at the hole on the right side of the infield. Second baseman Phillips playing way over near second, and with the Votto holding on first. Something to shoot for. Move the runner around to third. Outside target. And just outside.
That was a pitcher's pitch right there. They went for the slider away. Put it in a good spot.
And, you know, as a pitcher, you want to try to concentrate on the outer half of the plate. You want to give them right field. Here, you miss something middle in, something you can jerk out of the ballpark.
Runner goes. That one goes all the way to the screen. And Hudson calls time. So Hudson finally swipes a bag. His second tonight, 4 in the season.
And that's huge because now you realize you don't need the home run. You just need a base hit. Give yourself a chance to tie the game.
Takes a double play out of the equation as well. Oh. Ramon tries to hand pick that one like a first baseman.
Yeah, with the runner going, that was his only hope, right?
Yeah.
If he blocks it, he's going to get second anyway.
Right. So. He was open picking that and tried to make a throw, and luckily for him, Hudson slides in head first and doesn't get a chance to go to third base.
Yeah, Brandon Phillips playing the deke on him too.
So that he didn't just keep right on going to third.
Exactly.
2-2. Oh my, that was close. There was low, not by much. Full count to Ludwig. Crowd trying to urge a run. Tie it up here in the ninth. Slide into shallow right center, and Phillips goes back to collect it for the second out. Twice Ludwig has popped out to second. Go down to their final out, and it's Brad Hopp who steps in. Hopp tonight. Line to center, and a fine catch made by Heisey, and reflecting on how it's developed since. The Padres that allowed the second run to come in on the sacrifice fly, but if Heisey doesn't come up with it cleanly, could have been a huge inning. Since then, Hopp has struck out and flied to center. Low and away, ball one. Cordero at 35, still getting it up there to 95 miles an hour. Hopp with his first RBI of the season with that line drive sacrifice fly. Ooh, going for the win.
Looked like a changeup from Cordero.
Should Hopp get on? Nick Hundley is next. Two and one. Action pitch coming up. Hopp has the home run swing, but the Padres would settle for a nice little line drive single here. It's pulled right to Votto. Votto to the pitcher Cordero, and the Reds have won game one of this 3-game series. 2 home run balls do it in a 3-2 Cincinnati win. We'll be back with the final totals for you right after we pause for this.